Ladies and gentlemen, hi, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Just as a quick catch-up to what happened last week, our main dude, we don't know his name because we can't actually remember our own name, met up with a police detective friend, Kim Kitsuragi, who's trying to help us get this dead man from down a tree. We weren't successful, we threw up both times, because he's dead and he smells, it's not that great. And we also owe the hotel manager about 100 quid, so things are looking up for us. Now, we were going to go and talk to some neighbouring people to find out what they know and if they can help us with our investigation, but for now, I want to have a look at these little green things around here. The kids' ladder is rickety but still climbable. Ladders for kids, it won't be able to hold the weight of a grown man. Fat shaming, that's it. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse, that's cool. There's a green thing over here for a bin. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. So it doesn't seem like there's all that much useful going on in this... Oh, we've got a toolbox. Let's see what's in there. Ah, money. That is useful. And magnesium. So, drugs, I guess. Always useful to have drugs. There's some rope up here. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years, so quite old, quite rusty. There's a door here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
Well, we do like a good pallet, I suppose.
No. There's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Ah, valid point. Okay, so we have no idea. Oh, this is clearly a door, but remember that we are quite hungover. There are things up here, but I think it's on the roof somewhere, so I don't think we can gain access to it. Okay, let's talk to some locals. Let's see if we can find out what's exactly is going on here.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
That is a long list of things. Anything that looks interesting. Oh, Emma's Fashion.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fortress Accident.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Ah, well, doesn't seem very useful to our case. I've got a sign over there. Rue de Saint. It's half the words in this game are French, so there's no point in me even trying to read half of this. The bottles inside, you can pick them up if you want a bag. We can get a bag somewhere, I'm not entirely sure where, but we shall have a
This
look.
Poste Lavantorier mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Ah, now, do we pat the mailbox or do we kick it? We're being sensible in this playthrough, aren't we? So, good mail delivery box. Let's give it a nice little...
The box seems happy.
That's good. That's...
Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. And St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore. And best set mailbox also.
Well, I mean, if they want to... I mean, if anyone knows where Jenny is, please let us know. That might be quite useful for our nocturnal activities in this game. I feel for your mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Well, I'm glad that we might fail our quest in helping solve a murder, but at least a mailbox is a little bit happier now. Benches. Oh, there's a phone. No, we won't do that yet. We'll talk to these dudes down here.
Have you no shame? whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
I mean, to establish dominance in a game, I mean, these two men clearly enjoyed the game, so if we just show them how good we are at playing the game, we might be able to get them on our side. Alright, I got this, ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Gotta get involved in the game, better observe them first. +2, acting without hesitation. Let's grab the ball, show them how it's done. Go on then. Yeah! Easy peasy.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Okay, let's feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Fantastic. The man ball. Let's take in our surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
And what better union is there than a man and his ball? This is the time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
We are a machine. We are one. We are ball.
Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. Ah! Ah. That's how you do it.
Bordel de merde!
Oh no, he's French. No wonder why he's so angry.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak, not a weak right triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I'm sorry. We're British again. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Sorry, an honest mistake. Oh, we good. Oh, I thought it was shot put. Yeah, there we go.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer?
I like
No harm
Gaston.
done.
I like Gaston. He's a man of reason and sensibility.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I will try to fix this. I will accept a task.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the back of Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Well, because he's French, obviously. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Suppose that's one way to deal with communists. Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Sounds like the communists in this game are quite Slaneshi. Suicide sex cults, mad anarchist women. Doesn't sound too terrible, to be honest. Well, let's not be rude, shall we? They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings. Yeah.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Ah, Deathblow. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Is that why everything is so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There was a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Ah, so this place got blowed up to get rid of communists, socialists, anarchists, and now Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own downfall. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Ah, we've got to have an opinion on politics. So politics, believe it or not, boys and girls at home, is not my strong suit. I quite like to remain in the middle of things. Communists don't understand how money works. The coalition seems quite capable. Foreign powers cleaned up a mess and now they rule us. That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class take. Yeah, I don't really agree with any of this. Nothing, I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honourable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Aha! Little pun there.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Now that is something I can emotionally connect to there. Many, many moons ago, I used to listen to the radio. Yeah, was the radio full of Kesha and Pitbull? Yes, but it was fun. And now it's just WAP and not even Skrillex. Not even a Skrillex. Terrible.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who exactly is a suzerain? Oh, we don't want to conclude just yet. Mentioned Frissell.
Damn Frissell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
Oh, kind of sounds similar to... Was it King Louis XIV when he got... Spoilers if you're just reading about him in your spare time. The one who got killed in the French Revolution, the king who got beheaded. Got similar turn to that.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissell. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
It's always those bloody communists, I'm telling you. Okay, so what exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
A charge of the Light Brigade. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Composure, -1, threw the bool into the sea. We'll give it a go anyway.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissell I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissell the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you, Composure. At least someone believes in us. So we got a mission during that, I do believe. We need to report our badge is missing. Pay for damages. Who made the call? Reporting the crime. That's useful. Replace lost bool. Due to some confusion over the game, Rene and Gaston are playing. You threw the petonque bools far into the sea. Shot was excellent, but now you owe them a bool, or at least a similar looking metal sphere. So probably not going to find that in the water, but we might find it somewhere else. We've also got a little... What's going on over here? Oh, nothing exciting so far. Cool. May as well report our missing badge. And we can do that over in the car over here. That's what Kim said is where his phone is.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Excellent stuff.
Motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Seems like we've got a bad memory about motor carriages. Let's go with... What is the sinking feeling I have when the words motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Oh, well, fair enough. Can we turn it on and drive it somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
Oh, the body in the tree, yeah. That's important. We need to solve that at some point. Let's go with... do all policemen
The
have...
Caprice Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
That's useful.
But this is different. This is a sports model.
I might be wrong, but this one is a sports model, right?
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like Tip Top, Detective?
What's Tip Top?
An interstellary racing series. You should definitely give it a go if you like motor carriages. It has fantastic competition.
Ah, brilliant. I do like every time we interact with Kim. If he's enthusiastic, it does warm my soul a little bit. Look around the cabin again.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's go for radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Oh man.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
That's it. So long as we just pretend we know what's going on, we'll be fine. Let's be sensible. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
The voice replies in the radio.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Oh, there's a button. Could you connect me? Ignore this and press the button labelled saved.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Ah, that's his telltale sign of lying. Speed Freaks FM, huh? Look him in the eye.
Oh, is that what it was called?
He's trying hard to act surprised. Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important things.
He pats the motor carriage.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone?
Oh, shit, we're on the phone. Right, okay. Let's go with... could you contact me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His ratty voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I got an urgent business, over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in, over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
Ah, right, okay, so... Need to report our badges missing, dire financial assistance, personal details. Well, we need to... that's one of our missions, we need to report the badge missing, so let's see how this goes. I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Oh dear.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
I'm not gonna... I'm gonna try and keep my head down, hopefully not annoy anyone.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Okay, defense. Let's go with... Haha, officer has lost his badge, haha. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Yeah, stick it to him.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator, tell him to stop, this is serious.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Well, at least Jules is being professional when transferring the message. Not sure if he knows that we can hear them. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
We're not going to win this argument, are we? Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation at the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Ah. Oh god, it's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
That is a valid point, Horrific Necktie. We don't need a gun to have fun. That is valid.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Right, they don't need to know that I've lost the gun because Kim didn't tell us that I've got to report it. So if we just pretend that we've still got our gun, we should be able to get out of trouble.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over.
Right, do we actually... No, we won't. Honesty is not the policy here. But we do have some money problems, so let's... I don't want to get bullied anymore. Workplace harassment is not what we need, but we also need a place to stay, so we'll go for this. I'm in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Whoa. We're sober now. Well, we're hungover. The alcohol's still in our system, but we will be sober.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It is paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Oh, well, I'm not going to beg. Okay, I heard you. No funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Let's see if we can find out what our name is. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
Did we not establish when playing the bull games that acting before thinking is the way forward? I need information, not fear.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Let's ask for... Let's confirm. Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Okay, right. Any news about my family? Yeah, that seems inconspicuous enough.
10. Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
I just thought that you might have heard of them, that's all.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
That's not a brilliant hint. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in the report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
We're not gonna get anything from them. Please try to fetch me. Nah, I don't... Oh, go on then.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you?
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
What? Damn it, we're not intoxicated, we're passionate.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over.
10-10. Transmission complete. Standing by. Over.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click, then everything is silent in the cabin.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
She asks, startled. Jean Vicumar turns to her and say,
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
He stops to reflect.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Minnow looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There is a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words.
He sighs heavily and turns to address the room.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Old boy lights another cigarette.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
It was quite an important line, I think, Jean, Jean, however one pronounces it, What did he say? I don't want to get better, I want to get worse. Now that is mentality that I've seen.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
I keep on forgetting that every time I press continue, they start speaking. But yeah, the whole I don't want to get better, I want to get worse. That is a mentality that I've certainly seen and certainly flirted with in the past before. And good lord, that is not a place you want your head to be in. Anyway, number 2, pull out. Bloody hell, that's hard. Say that sentence 10 times quick. Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Pry bars, that might be useful. Oh, there was that door that we don't know if it's a door or not yet, so...
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Excellent, in case we need to steal people's trousers. Take the hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Do we need to spend any more time in the car? I suppose we can at least run our fingers over the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Delicious. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch, labelled heat.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to unplug my e-cigarette from my computer, so you'll hear a noise, but it's not your computer disconnecting anything. Oh, never mind, didn't make a sound. Ignore me then.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Well, that's no fun. Mind you, though, probably giving us responsibility for driving is probably not what you want. Right, so we've got a couple of new things. That's exciting. We've got tools. We're going to equip them in our hands. In fact, let's go akimbo, shall we? We're equipped for dangerous activities. We've got... So pay for damages. That's been updated, so we haven't been able to get any money from the police. We need to find our badge. And, oh, shit, I completely forgot. We need to find our gun. And while we're over here as well, we have got a level up option. So we can level up one of these skills. Now, I can't remember what skill we need to go and deal with the corpse, but every time you upgrade a skill, from some tasks, you're able to retry it again. So let me just double check what skill we need for this.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Put skill points into endurance to open up this white check. Okay. So endurance. Take the blows, but don't let the world kill you. Okay. Level that bad boy up. We're going to accept the changes. Let's give this another go, shall we?
Still is, looking right. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
So generally not having a good time. I do love this description. I know it's not a pleasant description, but just the level of detail that they go into it is marvellous writing. Now let's inspect the boots, because those are quite some substantial boots there.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, and they're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Alright. With your fancy French words. Oh, Sabaton, what a wonderful band, by the by. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
I mean, yeah. Look, it's mad that in this universe, if you've got policemen going up against semi-automatic weapons, you wouldn't give them anti-bullet armor. Crazy.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Well, when you consider that the amount of, 3 days in that hotel that we've been in is 100 real. So, like, I ain't no math man, but 3 days in a hotel is a good chunk of your yearly income. Not even taking into consideration rent, food, and all that stuff. So, bloody hell, we're quite poor, to be honest. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real?
Not too much, yes.
Sounds puny, no wonder I can't pay my hostel bill.
It's a sorry situation, I agree.
What happened to the rest of the armor?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Oh, but that's talking to Kuna. I hate talking to Kuna. Maybe he's just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around?
Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red hat thing.
Oh, on the police phone we had the option to call the woman. Oh, we'll do that soon.
I hear you, cop, talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
Oh, man. What if they told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him? Ignore Kuno, yeah, because, don't get me wrong, many a time have I wanted to utter these words to a young person who is not being very pleasant, but you've got to be professional, and we are professionals here.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Ah, that's a valid point. Just, they've blended so well into his skin.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Yes, that's pretty much what we're trying to do.
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total vitupaz.
Ah, fluent in... South African? Maybe? I don't know, it sounds it. How can this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Hold the boot. Let's knock on the boot, shall we?
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Ooh, do we want to see how hard the armour is? I mean, we've been told it's quite thick, but we do have a pry bar. Let's give it a go.
The metal connects with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder.
Ah.
Did you hear that? A click?
Yes, like dice rolling.
This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
Ah, something that even a space marine could be proud of. What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your finger over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Point to it. Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
Numbers.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Oh, fab, brilliant. We can get bullied some more. Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
May as well go down list 8. Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is a reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so. I like that.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
So dock workers. So we're assuming dock workers from the harbour did it.
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
We can lie to everyone some of the time, but we can never lie to Kim. We've got to be honest to this boy. My pastor has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. God, that's a bit dark. Let's go for it.
Okay. You should ask me for one the first moment we get.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
That's fair enough. Never considered it like that. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? Points to one side of the tree.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs limp.
Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Sometimes it feels like the game's speaking to you directly, doesn't it? Is this a map of the night sky?
Map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let's let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then...
a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of colour pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Christ, I apologise if any of you are epileptic, because that was very, very bright, so... I mean, if you are epileptic, you probably won't be able to hear me now because you're rolling on the ground, but... yeah, sorry about that.
In case we need it.
Lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a colour-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
I suppose that's an interesting way of thinking about tattoos. I personally don't have any tattoos myself. I'm a massive fanny when it comes to pain. I don't even know what I would get tattooed. Probably like a butterfly on my lower back, I suppose. Yeah, anyway. Can I have it? I should look at it later, without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Hey, we don't lose anything. It's fine.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colourful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Oh, now that's teeming with opportunistic organisms. That's disgusting. Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Yeah, that's not great. Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
So this is... obviously he's not actually speaking to us. I think this is us talking to ourselves in our own way. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
And where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Oh, kind of where the elves go in Lord of the Rings. I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now. Oh, that's... We won't agree with him. There's nothing funny about it.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Well, that's depressing, isn't it? Who were you and who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Hopefully not a quite literal motherfucker. I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
A black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
Imagination.
Ah, imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you! Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Now, horrific necktie. The corpse might not be talking to us, but I fully believe that the inanimate object of the horrific necktie is, I believe, your thing.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
It is rather getting upbeat now, actually. Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
I do strike myself as a Rooney.
No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I mean, good a guess as any. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Well, that doesn't bode well for us. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Love. Yeah, no, that hits hard. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Why are we doing this exactly? I've nothing else to do, because Kim told me. Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. I suppose that's the real reason why we do anything, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go for that one. The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Well, that's exciting. I hate you, you stink and you're boring. That's not even a question. Do we want to be mean to the corpse? He's already had enough. Yeah, we're not going to be mean to the corpse. We're going to be friendly.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Well, that's just... okay. Well, maybe not our dreams, but maybe our nightmares. Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
That's a... yeah, valid point. Squint harder. His face and hands are pink too. Thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Something like that. Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. That's a good one. He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Oh, from the rock throwing.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Whoa!
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Bloody racial epithets there. We don't. That's not what we enjoy on this channel. I think he's dead.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. That is quite. Oh, we're just agreeing with him. Yeah, fuck it. Let's be poetic about it.
That sounds about right. Yes.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck.
He points to his fattened chin.
The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Could it still be he was moved after death? Or maybe it was... was he moved?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
That's actually a good point.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
I think we've got all that we need. We've been through enough. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
If only I could jump on Kim's shoulders, maybe.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Yes, exactly, call the police. No, I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
I suppose the only other option available... maybe we can ask for help from the harbour.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Okay, yeah, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know, just, shoot up there maybe, points to the branch. Or shoot the belt, the bullet will break it. Shoot the belt, I think that's the idea.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Well...
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
Oh, fuck off, Kuno.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle-loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's stess position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Let's say let's not distract him, shall we? We'll say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes, mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Whoa! Don't console him. Right, okay. Try again, maybe.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
That's it. We have to ask for help from the harbour.
Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
they can get him down too.
Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
How do we get inside the harbour?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Well, I'm a young lady. Would you kiss your mother with that mouth? Who's Everard Clare?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Unions. Yep.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
Right, why did we not shoot him? Let's get on with it then. Okay, I feel like as if we've made very little progress this week. I mean, we've managed to literally talk to the corpse, so that's at least something. So we've made some progress, but we've ended up at exactly back where we started off. But I think we've been playing for a little while, so we'll leave it there, shall we? Anyway, yeah, if you're liking what's going on here, feel free to throw us a subscribe. If you've not played this game before and you have some thoughts and theories as to what's going on, feel free to comment and stuff. If you have played this game before, no spoilers, no spoilers. Let's keep it all fresh and exciting for everyone. Anyway, mine's been Mr. Landtrack, as always, never shot, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.